Hello, sixth grade. So for the rest of the week, we're going to be doing a review of all the standards that we have learned this year that are going to be assessed on our PARC assessment coming up next week. So I've created a review packet which you guys will be getting at the end of the week, and each day we're going to do 2 pages of that review packet. So today we're going to do a page on ratios and a page on expressions and equations. So what I'm going to do in this video is go over 3 problems that I think might be a little tricky. I'm going to post the answers for all of the example 1s on the same Google Doc that you guys always go to, and then you will be responsible for doing all of the example 2s on your own. Each day I'm going to check, see how you guys did on the example 2s, and based on how you did, I'll be pulling a group of students who need to review that specific standard the next day. So we can really all get to where we need to be by PARC, and so that we're mastering all of these standards. Okay, so let's look at this first problem. I'm going to skip standard 6.RPA1 because I think you guys are really good at that standard and can do that on your own. For the second one, I can find a rate when given a specific rate when given a specific ratio. So the local shoemaker can make 15 shoes in 5 hours. How many shoes can he make in 1 hour? So in order to do this, I'm going to set up my rate table. So I have shoes and hours. So if he can make 15 shoes in 5 hours, because I fill in 15 next to shoes, 5 next to hours, I'm trying to figure out how many shoes can he make in 1 hour. So if the number of hours is 1, what goes in this box right here? So I need to look at the relationship between these 2 numbers, or the ratio is the same as the relationship, right? We're just, how are these 2 numbers related? What is the ratio of one to the other? And I can see by looking at them that 15 is 3 times 5. So when I go up to 15, I'm multiplying by 3. So the relationship between 1 and this number up here needs to be 3 times 1 as well. So this number becomes 3. So the ratio, the number of shoes that he can make in 1 hour is 3 shoes. And then you'll write a sentence. The local shoemaker can make 3 shoes in 1 hour. Okay. Now for the next standard, it says, I can use a tape diagram to solve word problems involving rates and ratios. So the first example says, in Miss Perez's math class, the number of girls is 1/5 the number of guys. So before I even continue reading the problem, I'm going to draw my tape diagram because I know that 1/5 the number of guys means that for every 1 girl, so 1 box for girls, there are 5 boys. So the girls is 1/5. The value of the ratio is 1 to 5. So then it says if there are 12 total people in the class, how many girls are there? So that means that the girls and boys together needs to add up to 12. And so if the total in all of these boxes is 12, I need to figure out what goes in each box. I have 6 boxes that need to add up to a total of 12. 6 times 2 gets us to 12. So I need to put 2 in each box. I'm going to check my answer by adding up what I have in each box. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That will get us to 12. And the question is asking how many girls there are. And I know that it will be 2. So you'll say, write your sentence, in Miss Perez's math class, there are 2 girls. It's a very small class, clearly. All right, and finally, I'm going to skip exponents because you've been doing them so much with Mrs. Perez. But looking at 6.EEA1, I can simplify expressions using order of operations. So this is now on the back of the page, and it's the second standard down, so the second checkbox. All right, so example 1 says simplify the following expression using order of operations. Most of us did very well with order of operations last week, but just to go over it quickly, so we have 5 squared plus 3 times 4 minus 1 divided by 5 minus 2. And I'm going to write my checklist on the side, parentheses, exponents, multiplication slash division, addition slash subtraction. I'm going to start by solving everything I have in parentheses, rewrite it all. So I have 5 squared plus 3, 4 minus 1 becomes 3, divided by, I have another parentheses here that I'll just do now, divided by 3. Next, now that I've done parentheses, I would solve my exponent, 5 squared, which is the same as 5 times 5. Once I've done that, I would go left to right, doing multiplication and division. And finally, I would do my addition. So I'm not going to do it for you because I think you guys can finish this problem on your own. Then for example 2, it says simplify. You need to simplify the top first. So simplify 16 minus 5 times 3 using order of operations. Then simplify the bottom. Then you'll have a fraction. See if you can simplify that fraction. And the last part is just substituting. So you take the value for x, you put it into the equation, in the expression, put parentheses around the variable, and you're done. I know you guys can do really well on this because you guys have been working so hard all year. So good luck on the rest of this worksheet.